Yes, guys, welcome back to Blues Fans TV. Welcome back to another live phone in, and it's yet another W for Thomas Tuchel's tricky Blues yet again. It's a 2-0 win against Newcastle. Granted, the second half really did just come and go, and there weren't really many key moments, but the game was already done by that point. Formation did give us a lot of surprises. Thomas Tuchel said everyone was getting a chance, and he meant it, because Kepa had his first Premier League start in God knows how long. Back five also remained the same. No real changes there. Abraham and Werner up front, and I like the way the team. I like the way the team is set up, especially when they were going forward. Marcos Alonso, I've already said, I've had my issues with his overall capabilities, but we're hiding them perfectly. Having him play more centrally and moving Timo Werner into the wing, it creates a lot more chances for the both of them. And even me, I don't rate Timo Werner on the wing, especially from what I've seen this season, especially after he got the first goal, looked a completely different guy, and we're starting to see Timo Werner get a bit more confident in himself. It was a gradual process, I'll be real. At the start, he didn't really look too confident. He was making a lot of mistakes, but then he grew into the game, and his performance has started to improve as well. I thought it was a good performance from him. Kovacic too, you got to give him his credit. It's potential man of the match performance from him as well. But we're going to delve into it deeper into the phone-in. But before I start as well, I do want to say, if you guys haven't done it already, check out the most reliable football app on whatever app store you have, Android or Apple. Check it out, the One Football app, the most reliable football app you can get. The link is down in the description below. Guys, check it out. All football news based on your club or any other club around Europe as well. And also check out the reliable transfer indicator app to show you the reliability of any transfer rumors that you might be hearing going around Twitter or any social media network. But check out the most reliable app possible, the One Football app. Link is down in the description below. And let's get our first guest on. Craigo, what are you saying, bro?
What's going on? How are we?
I'm good. I'm chill. Another win. Chill performance, dominant performance. Like positive. Yeah, just feeling positive.
Yeah, just a bit of a vibe, innit, I suppose. Still thought we could have done more, to be honest. Still thought we could have scored 3, maybe 4, even 5. But yeah, I mean, 3 points is what matters, of course. Again, trending in the right direction. Nowhere near the finished product yet. A lot of people seem to get overhyped. We're trending in the right direction. It's good. It's not great yet. People seem to make out that it's better than what it is. It's better. It's good.
Yeah, you have the same feeling where it's like, I'm happy with what we're doing, but also it's the same position we were in November, where we had an easy run of games. We made the most of it. And yeah, we're in the top 4. I'm so happy we're back in the top 4 right now. Obviously, that's not a final aim, but we're back in there now. But I want to see how we play against teams that give us a game. We haven't really had that yet.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, Sheffield gave us a half decent game. I mean, they made us think about it.
Oh no, I like the Sheffield United.
Yeah,
I think that was our best performance of the season in terms of the team that we faced, because every other team, they just sat deep and they tried to just stifle us and not play forward football. This one, they gave us a game.
Yeah, and I think, to be fair, with to Sheffield and not necessarily Newcastle tonight, but they both pressed quite high, which is something that a lot of teams aren't prepared to do against Chelsea. Newcastle couldn't execute it anywhere near the way they wanted it to, because they didn't have the personnel in, they didn't have the familiarity. So Maximan's been out and Alma were on, and Dwight Gale, who's a centre forward, was playing right wing. So it wasn't perfect from their point of view, but at least they attempted to at times to press us nice and high up the pitch. And so did Barnsley in what was it, Thursday night? At least they tried to kind of come out and play against us a little bit more as well, and press nice and high. But it's when a team of real quality does it. That's what I want to see, what Chelsea look like. And that looks like it's going to be the test, whether it be either Atletico Madrid or Man United. We've got a fortnight, and it's 2 really big games, really, really big games. Plus Southampton are no mugs. They're in a little bit of, not turmoil at the moment, but they've been in better situations. They could come out 3 big games in the space of 2 weeks. It's gonna be one of those teams that are going to give us the first indicator what it's like to play against a team of real quality that can press and can play and can force you to make errors. Because I think a lot of the time teams aren't forcing us to make the errors, we're making some of them ourselves, like the goal, for example, against Sheffield. We caused that ourselves because we didn't communicate between our centre half and our goalkeeper. But if teams create opportunities for us to make mistakes, it makes our life a hell of a lot more difficult and really puts us to the test. And I don't think really we've been tested as much as we thought we probably would have been, shall we say.
Yeah, Newcastle, they were pretty easy within themselves to get a result out of. But I expect that going into the game. We're doing the previews, and Newcastle fans have no confidence going into this game.
Not at all. I had a friend of mine on my stream, and he was just like, it's the same old Brucey ball. And the fact that they're calling it Brucey ball really kind of sums up about how shit the situation is in Newcastle.
What was it? Kendall was saying on our preview, the worst manager she's ever seen for Newcastle. And you see the list of managers that they've had.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's the same thing, which had to be fair with Chelsea. I mean, we weren't in a good run of form. The new manager gives us kind of confidence, it's some sort of a name, something kind of heading in the right direction. The difference is, we're still in that kind of not honeymoon phase, that's the wrong word, but we're still in the early stages, so that kick's kind of still there. And Bruce had the same kick, but now they're so far into it, it's just not the same football as what they're kind of hoping for. They're not expecting to go and win the league, but they at least expect to be mid-table, maybe even challenging for a Europa League spot. But they have had problems this year, but it's just a poorly run club. And unfortunately, Brucey Ball is going to be the scapegoat for it a little bit. But yeah, Newcastle aren't wonderful. But again, having said that, we didn't really go and kill the game off. And even when they got a free kick, mid 70th minute, I looked at it and went, if Shelby scores this, which could have happened because obviously Kepa's in goal. If they score this, they're one goal away from nicking a point. And that was the kind of mentality that I was thinking about. Was if you go and get a third, there's no way this team is scoring 3. There's no way this team is scoring 3. And we got the second goal, and I looked at it and went, we're at least getting a point out of this. But if you'd have gone and got the third goal, would have just stopped. Every doubt in your mind would have just stopped. And that's where they'd have gone, do you know what, we give it a go. But I think today, for a Newcastle point of view, it must feel like they've gone, the game was there to have something out of it. Even if we'd have nicked a point, it'd have been a big point for them. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was just very from them, and I still wanted to see a little bit more from us.
What did you think we were missing then?
Clinicalness, final edge, shots at goal. Mason Mount had one that he should have hit the target with on his left foot and didn't. Callum Hudson-Odoi, I thought, was very indecisive. It's the chemistry, it's the connection, it's that desire and that belief and that really killer instinct. That's what's separating Chelsea from being a good side to a certainty for top 4. And you look at Leicester, for argument's sake, the game against Liverpool the other day. Liverpool were poor, but I mean, Leicester really had 3 or 4 chances, and they buried 3 of them. And if those chances were to fall to us, I wouldn't look at it and think we'd score all 3 of them. It is that kind of, that little cutting edge. I look at Harvey Barnes. Every time he gets the ball, I think he's going to score. I look at Jamie Vardy. I mean, that one was the simplest of chance you've ever seen in your life. But still, poacher, let's go and get in there. Let's go and be clinical. Let's go and gamble on it. We don't really have anyone that does that at the moment. The free kick they had, to be fair, was a bit lucky. But still, very few opportunities. They score goals from them. It kind of feels like for us, we could create loads of opportunities, but we might only put 2 in the back of the net. You get that killer instinct, you get that clinicalness from everyone in the team, not only the forwards, everyone in the team. If they get into the right place at the right time, even Alonso, who played a lot better when he came in more centrally, he didn't necessarily have to, do the leg work, and that he was protected in that way, which I really admired and I really, really liked. But the one that kind of fell to him on the edge of the box, I think it might have been the rebound from basically Timo going wide, ball drilled, same way we got the goal. Apart from it was Alonso the ball fell to. He just kind of smacked it against the first defender that was there. And you're kind of thinking maybe a different day, Marcus Alonso takes just a half a yard touch out of his feet and drills it. That's the kind of confidence thing that will come with time. But yeah, no, it's good. It's just, it needs to be better. It's still a work in progress. And a lot of people are, I've said it so many times on this, people are going, oh my God, Thomas Tuchel's changed everything. He hasn't. Not yet. He's been in the job for 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Let's not say that he's fucking god yet. Do you know what I mean?
But you say he hasn't changed any. He hasn't changed
he
a lot
has
yet.
changed. Of course, he's changed some stuff, but I think a lot of people are thinking he's one that's going to take us to the promised land. He's one that's going to do this. He's one that's going to do that. We've beaten one top 4 team this season, which has come under Tuchel's reign, to be fair, but we haven't played anyone else, and that was a very poor Tottenham side that we played. So, you know, let's.
How convinced are you by Tuchel right now, then?
I said the same thing. I'm going to make my judgment after the Man United game, because then we'll have had top opposition. We'd have played 3 games against them, and I can start to get some sort of an idea.
So you're waiting for the competitive teams first?
Yes, that's what I,
you know what, I
want to see.
That. I low-key feel the same thing as well. Like, because I rate Tuchel as well, but I'm also not doing the same thing I did with Lampard and getting gassed over the small teams. If we go to Atletico Madrid and get a result, go to Southampton, who will give us a game, and get a result there too. Man United too. If we go and get a result against those 3, then I can really get gassed.
Then I
can see what we do against the top teams too.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Comment section, they're all saying you lot are being negative. It's not. I get what you're saying, and it makes sense. Like, don't do the same thing we did back in November and get gassed over the small teams. This is Newcastle. This was Burnley, Sheffield United. These same 3 teams we beat in that unbeaten run under Lampard.
Exactly.
I'm not getting gassed over this again. I'm happy that we won, but wait for the bigger games.
Yeah. This is the difference. You wanted to bring in Tuchel to replace Lampard because Lampard wasn't winning games against the top 6. We've played 1 of the top 6, and they were very, very poor. There's no guarantee that Lampard wouldn't have won that game as manager. You know, you can't say that for an absolute fact.
Spurs were terrible.
Exactly. You have to see a trend. You have to see a trend, and then you can start to, to really kind of get a gauge for it. It's like if you were doing a lab specimen and one of your 99 results comes back positive. You go, oh yeah, well this medicine is effective, but it's not for 99% of people. You know, that you have to see multiple incidences of improvement against big 6 clubs and top European clubs. Obviously, that'd be Atletico. But obviously, they're missing people through the C word. Really big opportunity for Chelsea to go and get, I was going to say 3 points then, but go and score away goals. For me, I don't worry.
A big win at an away ground to one of the best teams in the world right now.
Exactly.
That would be a statement for me. If you get a win against Atletico, cool. Because how many teams have done it this season, minus that 3rd division club that got a result against them?
They are top of La Liga. They are there for a reason. The only reason they finished 2nd in their group in the Champions League is because they had to play Bayern Munich. So let's see this basically pot 1 team that we're going up against. Let's get through against them, or let's go and get a win against them away. Then I'll start to have more of an idea. Even if we nick a draw, as long as we score once, maybe twice, then I'll start to kind of get a little bit more optimistic. But if we can get a real win, like a proper win, not like a 1-0 scrap, proper like 2-0, 3-1, goal margin, I'd be well happy. And that's the thing I slightly worry about. Because I think although, we've conceded 1 goal in Tuchel's reign, and weirdly enough, we scored it, but Atletico will score. That's the thing, that the Suarez obviously ain't got Diego Costa anymore, João Felix, but so many different people, they will score. If we can keep them to 1, or if we could keep them to none by some miracle, that's where I see an improvement. But again, having said that, we could get really gassed up about this one performance, and 4 days later, unfortunately on my birthday, we play Man United. And we can passy all we like, and it will just leave space for Rashford and for Martial and for Greenwood and for Bruno Fernandes to just run in behind and cause absolute havoc if they want to.
Yeah, but United's the trash as well. That's the thing too.
So we've said that previously, and they've come to Stamford Bridge and done us.
I know, but every single United game that I've lost, I've sat there and I've been like, how have we lost this game? Because there's been VAR BS, or United get 2 set pieces and Rashford scores a free kick that I swear down, he will never ever score again in his life. But he'll do it at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. Or the 4-0 that didn't even feel like a 4-0.
I'll be honest, I think every single Chelsea fan when that game was a write-off. Because we had no idea what we were going to do. We had absolutely no idea.
The season for Lampard, it was like, okay, we've got Barkley on the wing here. So I'm like,
yeah,
All right, we already know this game's only going one place. Tammy Abraham. If Tammy Abraham doesn't hit the post in the 6th minute and actually puts that in, we might have
Different game completely. Different game completely.
Different, and also the limbs in that away and would have been ridiculous.
And that's true. You know, you've got to start to build a trend going in the right direction. If that game first of Lampard's, you know, reign,
Alex, I'll send you the link as well if you want to hop on. Go on.
Yeah, that Lampard, you know, if that would have been the first game of Lampard's reign, proper game, and we'd have beaten Man United. Positivity right from the word go. We obviously drew with Liverpool, lost on penalties in the Super Cup. We then drew with Leicester. We had a really nice away day to Norwich, didn't we, when they were really on form? And we started to slowly kind of build and whatever. Tuchel, we've had a different start, shall we say. But I still want to see the end product. I still want to see the end, because 1 or 2 results, 3 results, 4 results start to go in your favour. There is context that goes with it. So let's not forget that although this is really nice and fun that we're winning games at the moment, you know, it's, I think it was it 13 out of 15 available points or something like that I heard today? Quick maths. Yeah, 5 league games. Yeah, 13 out of 15 points we've got. Superb. Obviously, FA Cup game as well. Superb. Can't really complain about that. But other teams around us are dropping points, which is making our life a hell of a lot easier. What about when we force other teams to drop points? What about when we go and beat them? That's what I want to see. Because I think also as well, correct me if I'm wrong, after Man United, we've got Everton.
Yeah, after Man United, we've got Everton, then we've got Leeds United.
So Leeds, okay, let's kind of forget about that for the moment. But Everton are a top 4 rival, whether we want to accept it or not. Let's go and get a win there. Lampard couldn't get a win at Everton. Tuchel's now playing Everton at home. Let's get a win. Let's get a win, and then let's see what's going on. Let's see a trend. I don't want to see 1 or 2 games. I want to see a trend. Let's trend in the right direction until we're trending so much we're in the top 4 come the end of the season. It's positive, but
you don't think higher than top 4?
Sorry?
You don't think higher than top 4? Because I can't lie, I'm sitting here now, I'm looking at top 4 and I'm like, bun that, I want to go for Leicester's next, and then we can go for United's.
Do you want my honest answer?
Go on.
Do I care what the difference is between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th? Not really.
Isn't the difference more financial for us?
Okay. We were one of the only clubs that had money to spend in the transfer window. We've got more probably money than other clubs have at the moment, depending obviously on who. But you know, I don't think there's any guarantee that Liverpool finish in the top 4. I don't think there's any guarantee that Man United finish in the top 4. I don't think there's any guarantee that Leicester finish in the top 4. I don't think there's any guarantee that we finish in the top 4. So as long as we get top 4, which is the same as Lampard last season, I said to you right at the start of the year, if you want to see progress, points make the difference. If other teams are really, really good around you, sometimes it can't be helped. But this year, with the unpredictability that's going around in the Premier League, let's get above 66 points. I don't know. What are we on at the moment?
How many points are we on? 1 second.
I honestly don't know. I should know, but I don't.
We're on 42 points.
Okay, 42 points. So we are 24 points away. 24 points divided by 3. Quick maths, 8. 8 wins between now and the end of the season. How many games have we got? 15.
How many games have we got? We've already played 24 games. 20. So we got another 14 games.
14 games. 14 games, 8 wins, and we're on the same margin that we were on with Frank Lampard. And that got us.
I think that's doable.
Of course it is.
I think that's more than doable.
Well, I mean, even if you lost to the so-called Big 6, I mean, we've already played one of them. So let's say 5. Let's say now 4 games. If we lost 4 games to, I hope we don't, but Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, and who haven't said Liverpool? Do I say Liverpool? Whoever it is. If you lost all those games and you won every other game, we are still in the top 4. Or we're still beating our points total from last year. We should be enough for us to get into top 4. Should
be enough to get more than that with how inconsistent this season is.
Exactly. Other teams are going to drop points around us, and loads of people were saying this before. Like, oh my God, we are so far behind, and we're this, and we're that. Everyone was going absolutely, totally nuts. Everything was really, really, thank you, I tried to be. Everything was really, really like emphatic. Everything was either up here or down here. We were either really bad or really shit. Everything was really, really, really. And I think, of course, because obviously everything's going on at the moment, everyone's expectations and emotions are really, really high. So it makes sense. But let's also just be a bit more kind of chill and calm about it. Other teams around us will also drop points. They have to play each other. Everyone goes, oh my God, well, Leicester are going to win every single game for the rest of the season. Okay, but if Leicester win every single game for the rest of the season, that means Man United are going to drop points. That means that Tottenham are going to drop points. That means that Everton are going to drop points. So they're not going to win every single game. So let's just kind of relax and chill a little bit more. And then, come the final day of the season, I think we'll be in the top four. And I think it's not a guarantee, of course. Nothing's a guarantee. But if we keep trending in the right direction and continue to trend in the right direction, we're going to be a certainty in there. And I saw one comment in your reaction, which I'm going to kind of finish on, which the individual I will not name, but he basically turned around and said, "Let's make a team that people are afraid to play against," and I completely agree. If we go again, trend, go in the right direction, if we go and get win after win after win after win after win, and we start to turn into a proper team, no one's going to want to play against us. And then everyone's looking at us going, oh, fucking hell, Chelsea. I mean, they're 3 weeks, 4 weeks is a long time in football. It's a long, long time in football. If we get to the end of March and everyone, all of a sudden we're like, oh, well, Chelsea are top four certainties. You don't know what can happen. Let's just relax a little bit, see what happens. And if we've got to step a game up, there's only so much we can do. But we've got a big old run of games coming up at the moment. A lot of people are going to look at it and go, well, Leeds hate us. They don't want us to do the double over them and whatever. Everton, they'll want to try and do the double over us. Let's get through the next kind of month or whatever it be. We can start. I'm going to probably start to give my opinion after the Man United game, end of the month. So we've had a full month to see what Tuchel can do. If we continue the trend, we'll be absolutely fine. But please, for fuck's sake, let's not get stupid here, because we are far from the finished product. Far from the finished product.
Damn right, bro. Well, thanks for jumping on, man. Everyone, you already know where to check him out. Craigo28 Football, Craigo28 Sports. You lot already know. Thanks for jumping on, man. I'll chat to you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll chat to you tomorrow, bro. Take care, man. Have a good night, man. Love. Right. As usual, like I said, Craigo28 Football, Craigo28 Sports, and also download the One Football app. The link is down in the description below. We're going to get our next guest in. Yes, Alex, what are you saying? Welcome back, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, man. Cheers. Yeah, man. I'm pleased. I just don't get me wrong, man. I'm not gonna, because that was something I criticized people for doing earlier on in the season, getting too carried away. But I'm pleased. I'm not getting carried away and saying, top fours are definite, but I'm confident based on what I've seen so far, and that's all I can judge it on. Now, I understand people's argument when it comes to, let's wait until the Man United game stuff. Fair enough. But at the end of the day, when I was saying under Frank about us not being able to beat the big six teams, I also said that wouldn't so much matter in itself if we're beating teams like your Southamptons, your Wolves, those sort of teams, and even one at West Brom away, for example. But when you're dropping points to those sort of sides, and you're not picking up points against the big six sides, then that's where it's a bit of an issue. But to be honest with you, Lewis, Tuchel can't really do much better than he's already done. He's only dropped 2 points in the 5 Premier League games he played, and he dropped 2 points against Wolves. He's been in the country for what, a day. So since then, we've gone on to win 4 consecutive Premier League games and letting 1 go. So things are looking up at the moment. And yeah, like I said, that's all you can really judge it on, to be honest.
Yeah, we haven't really spoke too much on the positives, so like Kovacic was excellent. Timo Werner, brilliant performance as well. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right wing side again. He's just proven exactly why he should have had extra game time over the last month.
Yeah, well, exactly. And yeah, moving on to the game in particular, I should have started with that, to be honest with you, but just giving my
Nah, it's cool,
view
man.
a
It's
bit of
cool.
context. But yeah, positives. Let's start and go. I know he wasn't tested that much, but Kepa was solid, I'd say. A decent save for the Joe Willock header in the second half. Good reflexes for the John Joe Shelby free kick as well. So yeah, the back line was pretty solid, I'd say. Your man AC.
Daniel
Um,
Maldini, you already know. Back again.
yeah.
Come on. It's up
Who
Timo
else?
Werner for the first goal. Just need to remember. But no one ever talks about AC's forward passing enough, in my opinion.
But yeah, Christensen was good today, solid. Dave, I thought, was solid, although wasn't tested too much by St. Maximum. Yeah. Who else? Yeah, Rudiger solid as well. Yeah, with regards to the wing back positions, obviously I know against Barnsley, Hudson-Odoi was playing a more advanced role. Looked like he was playing in the front three, and today he was back in the wing back position. Yeah, I saw. I'll be honest. I didn't think he was as decisive as he has been in the final third. But having said that, defensively, he was fantastic, which is something he's added to his game. Becoming more defensively solid. Obviously, we haven't really seen that before. Not so much because he couldn't do it, but because he didn't really have to in the position he was playing. Alonso on the other side, like I said before, I don't rate the guy, but fair play. It was a decent performance. He played some lovely passes. In fairness to him, wasn't really caught out today. And yeah, the midfield, man, that's looking solid. I must admit, I didn't when Tuchel first came in. I was a bit I was wondering whether the likes of Jorginho would even get a game. Thought it'd be like a sort of fringe player or.
Yeah, we all thought he wasn't really going to see much game time, but he's been used expertly. I can't lie.
Yeah, and him sort of sitting back allows Kovacic to roam. And oh man, this is what I said to you a couple of months ago about Kovacic is a weird player, right? Because he's got so much potential, but a lot of the time you don't really see it. And we were talking about whether that was down to him being sort of being restrained to the system of the previous regime. And I said, obviously we didn't know Tuchel was coming in, until about a day before or whatever, for sure. But I was saying whichever manager comes, whichever manager comes in, will be interesting to see what system we play, because that could really be it could really be like the proper making of someone like Kovacic. Like today, man, some of the passes, I think he had like 8 take-ons and completed them all or something.
8 dribbles completed that.
Yeah,
match.
8 dribbles, man. Yeah, exactly. So
Euro
yeah,
expert was saying that it was Neymar level, I think.
yeah, and the through balls he was playing. To be honest, I think the Abraham one could have potentially been a penalty. I didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so at first. Then I saw it again. I was like, but yeah, it was a great pass from Kovacic, and yeah, he's playing some really good through balls today, and it's sort of reminiscent to me of when Sarri was manager for the first couple of months. I remember him, sort of attacking impetus in the first 4, 5, 6 Sarri games. Yeah, so it's nice to see, man. Hopefully, he can keep it up. Because obviously he's like I said, player with a lot of potential, a lot of ability. He hasn't always shown it. Yeah, obviously had a couple of shots. We know he's not a goal scorer. If he was, then we'd have a serious player on our hands. But he's still he can still be effective nonetheless. And yeah, moving on to the forward line. Yeah, hopefully Abraham's injury is fine and whatnot. Don't know how to deal with that, but yeah, man, Werner, he deserves that goal. Persevering, like one thing I've always said about Timo Werner is he's one of those players that if he's not scoring goals, he'll still contribute. There's a lot of other top quality strikers in the Premier League who, if they're not scoring goals, they don't really do much, which is fine. But because when they score goals, you know, they're the main goal scorer. They're decisive. They get their team out of sticky situations and win the games, get them points and whatnot. But Werner, man, that guy is relentless. Like when he's not scoring, he's always trying to create. He's always running, and you know, I'm glad for him. I'm really glad for him that he got that goal today, and hopefully he can kick on.
Same. I really hope he does as well, because that's why we've also stood by him, because his work on and off the ball is excellent. He never had the final finish recently.
Yeah, I mean, I know before a few months ago I was saying about he shouldn't be starting and whatnot, but that was never me. I've never not rated Werner. I've always thought Werner's a good player, but the point I was trying to make is the players should be picked on how they're performing at that time. Like players like Callum should have been given a go because he was performing at that time. When you're not performing, then you shouldn't be given a chance. Whereas this man just come in, he's experimenting different players, and yeah, but Werner, man, just relentless, and yeah, if he can kick on, then we're gonna have a serious striker on our hands, man, providing he can keep putting the ball in the back of the net. But yeah, man, it's good for him, and hopefully he can take that into what's our next game, Southampton.
Southampton, yeah. What's your thoughts of the Southampton game, bro?
Southampton aren't doing that great recently, so I want to say yeah, 3 points. I don't know, man. Southampton are a funny team. They can grind out a couple of good results and then go on a bit of a bad run. Yeah, put it this way. After today, I know Newcastle a bit different to Southampton, even though they did beat them with 9 men the other week. But yeah, I'm confident. I think we should win, but yeah, I'm just taking each game as it comes, really, because that's all you can really do with Tuchel. Because not as if he's had the whole season; it's half a season, and yeah, now it literally is a race for the top 4. Because at the start of the season, you look at it, and then it's only really Christmas past. Then you think, right, it's crunch time. No, Tuchel's coming at a vital stage of the season, and yeah, I think we'll beat Southampton, but yeah, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be an easy ride whatsoever, because you don't know what Southampton can turn up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm low-key worried about too. But yeah, Alex, thanks for jumping on, man. It's been great chatting to you. I hope to see you again for the Southampton game as well, man.
Yeah, man. No worries. Cheers, Lewis.
Right, yeah, love, man. You take care. You take care, man. Bless.
Right.
Bless, bro. All right, we're gonna get our next guest on. Who are we gonna get? Fata, what are you saying, my guy?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Low key Monday night game, innit?
Yeah, I love these Monday night kickoffs. It's so good for my sleeping pattern. I don't have to worry about waking up in a rush or nothing. I can chill, take my day slowly, and then go to Chelsea afterwards and watch Tuchel's Tricky Blues get another 3 points.
Same, man. I'm kind of echo what Alex says. I think tonight's game, there's nothing to be negative about. I think apart from we should have, be more clinical, like Craig was said earlier, and the fact that I think in the first half we look more lively. The fact that it's more of a possession basis football, and Newcastle barely did nothing to do in that first half. We just literally play our game, move the ball forward a bit quicker, and I just think Kovacic today, arguably one of the match today that I shout him after Timo Werner, because I think Kovacic controlled the midfield really well, and also the way he moved up the ball to attacking prowess was much better than before. And yeah, man, the only concern for me from this game is the fact that Tammy Abraham went off injured. It looked like he held on to his ankle after that tackle, and that it could be a strain injury in that. But I just think like it's gonna be a big miss for him. I don't know how long is he going to be out for. Could be a while because it could be a strained ankle the way he limped off though. But apart from that, man, Timo Werner again. You know me, man. I've been gassing up Timo Werner the whole season. I just think today, man, it's been a while since we see Timo Werner scoring a goal. Nearly about 1,000 minutes. That was against Sheffield United the last time we seen him scoring a goal. And the fact that some of us have been gassing him, including myself, I mean, it's a relief from him. It's finally a relief in it because the fact that last 2 months people have been questioning him whether he can be a clinical striker and that whether he can be like, be more killer instinct in that. And the fact that today he's just answered the doubts of so many people that have been asking him.
Yeah, it's finally been deserved because that was his first goal in 100 Premier League days, and it's been way too long for him. It was a good performance all round. And how does it make you feel for the future games of him?
Not gonna lie, yeah. I think with Timo Werner, I think you need to find him like you need to provide him the. How should I say this? Like he needs to be more in a good area where he can finish a goal. I just think that we need somebody like a ball distribution towards him, a lot like Hudson-Odoi in that, because I think today, let's not forget Hudson-Odoi today. I think he was also immense in his wing back position. I think he's one of the players that have made lots of interceptions as tacklers in that, and the way he going forward, and also he runs back. He was so solid today, Hudson-Odoi. And don't forget the fact, not only Hudson-Odoi, and defense also have a lot of credit though. Give the defense the credit for it because AC, the defense. I said defense, yeah. AC, your prime AC, yeah. He pocketed Andy Carroll for the last 10 minutes. Raw. Andy Carroll was 7 foot high, and then he just like bossed up the game, man. If we could do that against Luis Suarez, like why not? Why not against Luis Suarez? Like why not? Like honestly, like this guy honestly can do something crazy by next week. But apart from that, I think the next game is going to be crucial for us. I think we should not get to gas like you said, like we did on November and that. And with Tuchel and that, I just think like everyone said earlier, like just keep it low key at the moment. Let other people do the talk, whether Chelsea a title contender or not, whether Chelsea can be a successful team in the future, and let other people do the talk, and we just keep it low key and and performance on the pitch speaks for itself, man.
Well, any final thoughts, bro?
Do you know what, man? I've been hearing a lot about people speaking about Hakim Ziyech and that. I just think again, man, like I don't know about your thoughts about Hakim Ziyech, but I just think I don't want to be overly political on this about Hakim Ziyech, but I just think the way that the professional journalists that we see in the media towards Chelsea and that, I just think they're just being over unprofessionalism, I would say, because the fact that they keep writing the stories about Hakim Ziyech not being settled at Chelsea and that, and the fact that he's not really confident at Chelsea in that, he lost his faith in Chelsea in that, he wants to leave Chelsea. In the media said that, and the fact that the matter is this, man. When a new manager coming in, eventually everything had a clean slate, including Kepa. But let's go back to the Ziyech team. I just think again, man, with Tuchel, let's remember Tuchel trying to implement a system that could suit Hakim Ziyech, whether if it's a right wing or center attacking mid, we don't know. But in the modern football, yeah, with another new manager coming in, you have to know the fact that one of the main players that has been playing under the previous manager are going to get sacrificed. That's the that's the modern football. So I just think again, man, with Hakim Ziyech thing, we just gonna give him a time. And also, I would like to give a shout. Even though I've been criticizing this guy a lot, I just think again, Kepa had an okay game. He didn't do too much, to be fair, because he only like a couple of saves in that. Because I don't know what you think, because I think in the second half it was pretty much really boring game because Newcastle trying to salvage this game because it's pretty much damage limitation in their point of view. And yeah, man, positive all around. We got like 4 days rest and that. Again, man, it's all positive around. And I just hope again with Tammy injury in that, I think they're gonna have these scans in the next few days, and I just hope that it's not really that serious. But we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see.
All right, well, Fata, thanks for jumping on, man. Hope we'll chat to you sometime later in the week, bro. You take care of yourself, bro.
Yeah, easy.
Bless. All right, we're going to get our next guest on as well. If you guys want to get involved, join the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. Just join the Patreon to come and get involved as well. Ellie, what are you saying, bro?
Hey, how are you, Lewis?
I'm good. What are you saying, my guy? Thoughts on today?
Perfect win. Just give me 1 second. Back in the top 4.
Yeah.
Finally, Liverpool are sick, but can't see them. Nah, it was a very good win. I'm very happy that Timo Werner scored. My man of the match, Werner or Giroud? Werner. I have to give it to Werner after 100 days not scoring.
No one's really spoken about Giroud's performance today. Yeah, go for it.
Giroud has played very well today. Like, I don't know why no one's saying that. He came on instead of Tammy Abraham. I hope Tammy Abraham's not injured for a long time. He scored a very good goal. I know, like a striker's goal. That's what I call it. His link-up play was very good. Like, did you see the way he linked up with Timo Werner sometimes in the game? In the first half, especially. That was very good. Werner, amazing. I just need to see a bit more from Werner. What I mean by that is he fell on the floor too easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not physical enough for the Premier League yet, but I think he will improve his physicality and everything next season.
I like his willingness, though.
What's up?
I like his willingness, though, because he doesn't stop.
100%. That's what he just never gives up. Like, just same as Mason Mount. But it just needs to be a bit more physical. In the top 4, I'm very, very excited. What we got? Southampton next.
Yeah, Southampton.
7:30 a.m. in Canada.
7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m.
I hate early kickoffs too, man. It feels like 7:30 a.m. for me when I wake up for them.
I hate it. I was watching yesterday. I don't know if you know him, Eunice channel.
Yeah, big up Eunice.
And he was saying like, no one likes 8 p.m. time. And I'm like, I do.
I love 8 p.m. times. He can speak for himself on that one.
Yeah, I'm like, I like it. It's 3 p.m. in Canada, perfect time. Look, Southampton been a very bad run of form lately, especially in the Premier League. They have Danny Ings, used to play for Liverpool. So I think we'll win 2-0. Another clean sheet. Do you think Kepa is our first choice goalkeeper now?
Kepa? No. Tuchel already said in the post-match presser that Mendy's still the number 1.
Okay, that's good, I guess. Yeah, Mendy is still better than Kepa. The second half, it wasn't the best, but look, we won. And I always come to this channel, I always say winning is the most important thing. And look, we don't have, you remember when we talked a couple of weeks ago and I told you, let's keep the pressure on Liverpool until we get into the top 4. We have to keep fighting now. Like, we're not going to win the Premier League because Man City, I think, are the best team in Europe right now. Like 16 wins in a row. It's incredible. But if we can come second to this thing, I hate to say it, but this incredible Man City team, it's a very good season. It's a very, very good season. And in the Champions League, if we beat Atletico Madrid, I think we will start. At least me, I will start dreaming. Like quarterfinals, anything can happen.
How confident are you for Atletico?
I don't know, because Atletico. The problem with Atletico is they defend very well. They have Luis Suarez up front, which I absolutely hate. The good thing is the first leg is not in Spain, so that's good. I don't know, Lewis. It's a tough one, but look, we are Chelsea, and let's go give it our best. And if it's good enough, we go through. If it's not good enough, at least we can say we did it. We gave our best. Like the players can say that. So let's see what happens. The first leg, if we get a draw in the first leg, I think at Stamford Bridge we have a chance of beating them. It just depends on this first game. So we'll see what happens.
As a final question, talk to me about Jorginho's performance today.
You know me, I love Jorginho. Brilliant performance. I just love the way he dominates the game sometimes, you know. Amazing. That's what I gotta say. Yeah. I'm just worried. The only problem is if Jorginho starts against Man United, for example. I still think he will have a hard game against big teams, you know?
Yeah.
Like teams are gonna go out and play and stuff. So I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure about playing against Man United and against, I don't know, Man City when we play them. But right now, Jorginho has been fantastic.
Damn right, bro. Well, any final thoughts before we move on?
Final thoughts? Well, not really, no. No, just 5 wins in a row. Let's keep it going. And let's see where Tommy T takes us.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for jumping on, bro. I'll see you at the Southampton game as well. But you take care, man. Have a good week.
You too.
Bless. Again, guys, if you want to get involved, join the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. Gonna get our next guest on because definitely have to jump off as well. Pav, chat to me. What are you saying? You frozen. What are you saying? I think the connection's bugging, my guys. Still. Yeah, connection's bugging still. We'll let you work for a few minutes. We'll get a next guest on. Tyrese, chat to me, man.
Bro, I'm
like
happy.
I caught you up one of the glasses on earlier.
Man, happy as raw. So, man, that's the saying here in Barbados, right? I am happy, very, very happy. Very convincing performance. We played very well. We actually played very, very, very well. Actually, I'm really impressed. And the thing is, that had me like, this is a good Chelsea performance is when I saw Marcus Alonso playing well. Like, Alonso had a really good game today, and we tend to get in him a bit, but he was like moving up and down that left hand flank. And then he was drifting more centrally later on in the game. He was making some fantastic passes. He was doing well, man. He was doing bits for us, man. Really, really good. And I think I have to big up your guy at the back, AC. Bro, he was fantastic.
Let me hear it.
Okay, he was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Bring it out. Give me everything, man. Danish Maldini out here. AC Hive, rise up.
Yeah, he was brilliant today, bro. And that pass that he made to that set up Timo Werner for the assist on Giroud, brilliant pass. We were fantastic, bro. In midfield again, like this, it's clear to see that Jorginho coaches are the players that Tuchel wants to play most of the time. I would really like for Kante to be back in there, but Kante got a fight to get back in the team. Yes, he's the best defensive midfielder in the world, but he still needs to fight to get into the starting 11, bro. Like Kovacic, Lewis, you remember when it was against Burnley? When it was against Burnley in the second game of Tuchel, I told you that if Kovacic perfects those long balls, he's gonna be a player, force to be reckoned with. And look at him today. those long balls that he played today were fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Like Tammy Abraham, if on a better day, should have put that away. Although he was brought, I still think that was a penalty because I didn't think it was a penalty at first, but I look back at it, and it seemed like it actually was a penalty, bro. So I don't know about
Yeah,
that one
that
there.
definitely was a penalty, but that was just another VAR howler as usual.
It's poor. It's very poor. But bro, we were fantastic today, and you know how happy I had to be when I saw Timo Werner scoring, because you know Timo Werner is probably like my favorite player on this team at the moment. But he had a difficult time coming to England, and today he was just fantastic. Like everything he did, he put in a lot of perseverance. He was getting angry when there was fouls on him. It was actually really funny when he smelled after the goal after the VAR check, then quickly after someone slapped him in the face. That was so funny, bro. Like he entertained me today, genuinely. Not only with that kind of propaganda, but he played well, very very well. Newcastle was afraid of Timo Werner today, and another person had the bigger, although he didn't get a goal and assist, is Hudson-Odoi. One thing I want to see Hudson-Odoi improve is his decision making. He's a young player, so that for sure is one thing that's going to guarantee if he keeps up with this good form at this club. But we do know that over time his decision making should improve. That's the problem with young English youngsters. Their decision making tends to be a bit off at times. Like Hudson-Odoi today, like he cut in so well. I don't know, he wasn't shooting. I don't know if that's confidence, if that's if he didn't. I don't know what it was, but I want to be seeing him taking some more shots when he cuts in cuts in off of that right hand side, and he was fantastic again today. He worked very hard. It's just unfortunate he didn't get a goal or assist. But listen, I told you guys that if we do have a chance of beating Atletico, we have to play Giroud. Giroud got to play. Like Timo Werner, yeah, he scored today. Yeah, we have a couple games before Atletico, he could probably score again. But if it's one person I can rely when the ball fits drops in front of you, it's Olivier Giroud. And Olivier Giroud, he's such a unique type of striker to have in the team. And he could really cause some problems for that Atletico defense, man. I don't know. I don't care if we play Werner and Giroud like what we did today, but Giroud must play against Atletico Madrid. We must play Giroud. I've been saying this now for the past couple of months now. That
Depending on Tammy's injury, there might not even be a choice.
Yeah, I don't think Thomas Tuchel was going to take like the risk and play like an inexperienced forward like Tammy Abraham against a strong Atletico Madrid team. He probably would have preferred to play Giroud and Timo Werner. I think that actually can work against Atletico Madrid, a team that puts a lot of the guys behind the ball. So you're going to need to be spamming one or two crosses in, because this one thing about Atletico, if you spam across in the box and they head it out and they counter you, they're gone, because their counter attacking play is just beautiful. So we have to make sure the low driven crosses that we were putting into, we have to make sure we get them on target. We have to make sure if we're crossing, it has to be precisely on that big head of Olivier Giroud. Whether if it goes over the bar, whether if it goes into wherever it's a goal, we have to make sure that we have to be very precise with Atletico Madrid, because they can't hurt us. But today we were fantastic. That first half, like this is the first in a long time, was like, yeah, this game is done now, because I must say we've improved this season to me with killing off games. I don't know why no one's speaking about it. Even on our previous manager, I think that we improved on killing off games. Like one bad game that we should have killed off was for sure Southampton. We should have done better there, but it was just not our fortunate mistake. It was a good game of football, but for sure, we've improved on finishing. But let me tell you something, Lewis. When we improve in the final third, yeah, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with, bro. Because every 2 minutes when we get forward, a chance, an opportunity, a chance, but there's just no one there to finish. There's a ball in front, no one's there. But when we improve on that, and that is finalized, we are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. Another thing I needed to address was Craig. I know, because I watch his channel a lot. That his decisions of the board of sacking Lampard, it's just fair. Everyone have their own opinion. I necessarily don't agree with that because Lampard wasn't really doing anything to merit what he was doing. But like one thing I just need to know is that I do agree with him. I agree with when he said that we can't get carried away. We must make sure that we take it game by game, one game at a time, and don't get carried away like last time. Like when we were on that 17 game unbeaten run, we have to make sure that we take it game by game. We're back in the top four now. Our top four for me was never really frightening me that we're not going to make top four, because I always say we have a good enough squad and we just need a proper manager to challenge for the title. But we're not challenging for the title now, obviously, because I think Man City's long gone with that. We have to be realistic. We're still in two cup competitions, and Lewis.
I'm not saying nothing.
You
I'm
know,
not saying nothing.
it's good to be optimistic, but
I prefer really not to speak.
yeah, well,
If I speak,
Well,
I'm
if
in big
I-
trouble and I'm going to get mean by skullfuggery again. So I prefer really not to speak.
if we do get into if we do somehow manage to pull off a miracle like what Rudiger said the other day, why not? Anything's possible, especially in this crazy season that we're in at the moment. Like Man City's on a 17 game unbeaten run. We were on a 17 game unbeaten run. Look at us now. Anything can happen. So you might never know. So in different seasons, I probably would have probably still have a little like 1% faith that we could probably go on and win the league. But in this season, anything is possible. But I'm not saying we're going to challenge for the league. I just think that right now we just need to stay in the top four. And I'm saying this now. If we get past Atletico Madrid, I think we could win the Champions League for sure, because there are only two teams in there that I'm afraid of, and that's Bayern and Atletico. Because PSG is another team in there too, but they could be gone. Real Madrid, they've been poor. Barcelona, they're probably going to be knocked out by PSG. There is Man City. We already know who they are in the Champions League. So I personally believe we can challenge for if we beat Atletico Madrid, we can challenge for the Champions League 100%, because that's a very tough opponent to get past. And bro, we have to improve on our final third. We have to play Southampton, and then we have Atletico Madrid. I just wish that by now we would have probably had that fun third thing sorted out. But we need to be convincing against Atletico Madrid. Southampton is another game we have to be looking forward to, because I realized with us with us underneath Tuchel, when a team starts to press us, we tend to struggle a bit, and Southampton presses you actually. Because if you check Ralph Hasenhuttl, that's his style of play. He likes to press, and if we must make sure that we don't like crumble like what we did against for a couple of minutes against Tottenham and against that team that we played the other day, Barnsley. They pressed us so hard. Tottenham was pressing us for 10, 15 minutes, and then they just said their shit again, and then they just went back to typical Tottenham. And but the point is, when they were pressing us, we looked a bit shaky, and we don't really have to worry about that necessarily about Atletico, because they don't press you that hard. They tend to sit back a lot and they counter. But against Southampton, that's a test for sure, because we have to see what we're going to do against teams that press us. And we were poor against against Barnsley, against a shit team that actually pressed us. So against a decent Southampton team that's going to press you, you have to be on your game, and you can't just say like Southampton is shit and we have better players than them, but they're
You right?
calling me. But yeah, I have to call out that person quickly. But as bad as I was saying, yeah, we have to be better with teams that's pressing us. For sure, we have to be better with teams that's pressing us. Southampton, that's a good test, and then we have to move on from there and go on to Atletico Madrid. But big up AC, big up Marcus Alonso, and wow, Kepa. That was a shock for everyone to see him in goal today. But I actually thought he had a good game.
Yeah, Kepa
I
was
just recorded probably like one or two mistakes that he made. Probably one or two mistakes that he made. And those mistakes were just when he kicked the ball off, when he was pressed. And yeah, that's one mistake. But other than that, he made two good saves from the free kick and then the header from Joe Willock. And yeah. I'm impressed with the performance. That back line, bro. That back line, even without Thiago Silva, is so solid, bro. Like, I just don't know, like, I can't think of a way, unless like someone really press our defense or something happens that we're gonna leak goals, like silly goals, bro. Like, we're so well organized at the back right now. We're so well organized in midfield. We control that midfield so well with Jorginho in there and Kovacic. And I'm so happy with the manager we have now, Tuchel, because like we will see a player make a mistake underneath our previous manager, and then the next game he makes that same mistake. But now we're seeing progress because a couple of games ago that final ball from Kovacic wasn't good enough. Look at it now. It's not perfect yet, but it's good though. It is good. It's not perfect yet, but when that becomes perfect, that could probably be the Fabregas type of player we needed to see. Because I didn't even know he had that in his locker to be playing those long balls like that, bro. I thought that was more of a Jorginho thing. But we need, as I said, in midfield, we needed that sort of prime Cesc Fabregas role again in midfield. Because we've been missing that for so long. We've been missing that for so long. And if Tuchel could somehow get that out of Kovacic, I'll be happy, bro. But yeah, 3 points. We're back in the top four. I'm happy. Good vibes. Shades on again. Good vibes. Positive. And on to Southampton. Atletico we go.
Damn right, bro. Well, thanks for jumping on, man. I'll chat to you for the next game. You take care, bro. Bless. All right, quickly on to the next guest. Who are we gonna have on? Yo, what are you saying?
Not much, Lewis. What about yourself? How are you? You good?
I'm good. I'm chill. What are you telling me?
Nah, chilling, man. Chilling.
Yeah,
From
what was your
today's
today, bro?
I think today's game it was really good. Kovacic again was just class. I said it with Lawrence one, but he was just that one midfielder. I just think he's probably our best midfielder under Tuchel at the minute. Everything was just so good. The balls he was giving, the dribbling. Again, honestly, when he dribbles, it does remind me of Hazard, but obviously he's not good with shots. But it's what he brings to the table. What I just love about Kovacic. And today he was just bang on, and he deserved man of the match today. Werner, I mean, we all expect he's going to score some point, but Werner obviously needed that goal. It was coming. He has been, obviously, it's been, it was only about a matter of time really till he scored. But other than that, it was really good. Very good performance. I can't really say, well, Kepa to me wasn't really much, well. Oh.
All right, sorry, my camera's just messed up. Yeah, talk to me about Kovacic and Jorginho's performance.
I think Kovacic today was probably the one that, to me, was standout my midfielder. Jorginho, again, he does what he does best, really. Again, there's no spark to Jorginho, but all I can say is you need to keep the form that they've got right now. They need to keep it going, especially the build-up for Atletico Madrid. And honestly, we can actually play like that against the way we're playing against the teams now. If we can play like that against the big teams, and especially for Atletico Madrid, I think we'll be all right. I'm confident we might pull it off. They just need to keep work. They honestly did keep. Jorginho just need to keep doing what he's doing. But Kante, on the other hand, I don't know. I can't see him getting in that team. Doesn't bring that.
Yeah, but that's the same issue we had last season as well.
I think with Kante, I think the thing is with Kante is, no disrespect to the player, what he's achieved in his career, you know, we can never forget, you know, especially what he brings. But we need to remember one thing, yeah. Under Sarri, even though he played on the right hand side in the mid three, that to me is just, you know, is not his style of play. Even though he had to be adaptable.
Yeah, no, but that's what Tuchel is. Tuchel's adaptable in himself, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And again, obviously, every manager is very different of style of play. Unfortunately, Kante is just, you know what? I mean, somebody's mentioned it, and I can't remember who it was when I was speaking on Lawrence's one. If Allegri took over, Kante would be first choice every week, week in, week out. Reason is because what kind of style of play he is, what tactics he brings, like being defensive, you know, ultra defensive, you know, pragmatic, playing a break on the counter. But obviously, Tuchel's not like that. He's more attacking forward. He's more of a counter pressing manager. And obviously, with Kante, he has had injuries, you know, having to do a lot more distancing pressing. So it could be the fact that he just might not handle that style of play. He can, but it might just be the instructions that Tuchel was giving him. You know, I think because the way I look at it is the only way he can fit in Kante in Tuchel's system is by telling Kante, look, we're winning right now. Defend the goal, just defend as much as you can, and literally just do what you do best. That's the only way you can get best out of Kante, unfortunately. And of course, age, they do say age is a number, but I'm sorry, but age is catching up to it, and I think we can slowly see why Kante is. It's not getting at his best, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. But any final thoughts about the Southampton game before we wrap up?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about that. I think we'd same lineup really. I think, but I think instead of Giroud, I would definitely start Werner because they're a bit on a high line, and I don't think Giroud would suit that playing against the high line. So I definitely would start Werner up top, and I would probably play Puselic. I'll play the same lineup, but I'll just swap round players. I'll play Puselic just behind Werner, and who else? Mount as well. And obviously you got your same main pivots, Jorginho, Kovacic. I think I don't mind starting James, but Callum did very well today. But tell him what he wants to do really. It depends what system we play as well. I can't miss Ben Chilwell though. I don't know about you, Lewis, but I can't miss Ben Chilwell.
So do I, but Tuchel's using Alonso the right way. So until he gets exposed, it's calm.
Yeah, I understand. I understand the frustration of hating Alonso. Don't get me wrong. But again, the best start you're going to get Alonso is playing in the back five, back three. That's it. So one-dimensional as a player. I just can't see him playing in a back four. Period. He's just too slow, unfortunately. I mean, that's what it is, isn't it? It is what it is, isn't it? And of course, he had a good game today, and I couldn't really ask for more. He did his bit. He did provide his bit of the goal, kind of, because he kind of was on the overlap, but he did good.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for jumping on, bro. We'll chat to you for the next game as well, man. You take care, bro.
You too, bro. Nice.
Yes, bro. Right, cool. We're going to get our next guest on. Yes, Dag, what are you saying, man?
Oh, my man Tommy T is bringing us back to the promised land. Oh, dude. It was a wonderful game today. We got everything that we needed. The questions that we were asking, we got answers. We were begging. It was about time for him to get that goal, and my man Werner came through. But hey, this is literally the only thing that I was hoping for going into this game was that Timo gets a goal. Because at this point, everyone else's chemistry is really booming. Well, except for Pulisic, but he's not really in the starting lineup at the moment. But everyone else's, or the starting lineup that we had today, everyone's chemistry, everyone's confidence was booming. The fluidity of the passes, of the play on the pitch was beautiful, man. Again, it slowed down during the second half, but for me, I low-key want to give him a bit more a bit more like I don't want to go hard at them because again, the way that we press is going to cause them to waste a lot of energy, right? So if they press really hard in the first half, I have no problem with them using a 2-goal advantage, as it should be. There's no reason for them to continue pressing and try to tack on 4, 5, 6 goals when we can just sit confidently, protect our own goal, and come away with a clean sheet and a 2-0 victory. We still get the 3 points at the end of the day, So I don't really have any sort of bad things to say about the game today. I mean, everyone played their part, and I mean, shoot, the only thing I'm really worried about and just looking forward is I just want to see consistency when it comes to the team sheets because at this point we haven't had under Tuchel we haven't had a single team sheet be the same as a different game, right? So. And now that we're getting injuries to Tammy, it's going to cause us to play Giroud a bit more and Werner a bit more. So we might not be able to rest them for the Atletico game, right? But coming into the Southampton game, I really don't think it's one that we're going to have to worry about. Southampton are in a bit of a bad form right now. Not necessarily bad form, but as well, they're just getting unlucky. They're not dude, Shea Adams has been shocking. Like, the amount of chances that Ralph Hasenpüttl has been giving him, and he can't finish anything. Like, it's really crazy, but it's getting to the point now where they're solely relying on Danny Ings, which is what they've had to do for the past couple seasons, and obviously it hasn't worked. So now at this point, as long as we're defending well, the same as we have been the past couple games, we should be straight, and it should be a common, easy 3 points, hopefully. I mean, this is the thing that the sense of security, right, that we didn't have under the previous manager. We could we could go in any week or any match day, and we could just lose the game from out of nowhere. We could have as much confidence as we want, and then we could just lose it like in the next game. But now we're going back to it's Southampton, or it's Newcastle, it's Burnley, right? So we're going back to they're gonna low block. It's all right. We'll just take our time, break them down, and then come away with the 3 points. And now, I mean, this is the kind of confidence that we really need coming into this Atletico game, because at this point, the amount of injuries they're amassing up, they're going to be missing a whole bunch of players, right? Literally, recently they just lost Jimenez, right? Right now they're playing with a 3 in the back system. They're using Felipe Luis on the left center back, and then they're using Savic on the right center back role. Who's going to be in the middle center back? I don't know, but it's not going to be Jimenez, right? So if we're able to use Giroud in that role for that game, and then have Werner attacking Savic, he's going to be slower than he is, and instead of wing backs, they use midfielders. They use either Thomas Lemar or who else? Or Yannick Carrasco on the left side, and they use Llorente on the right side, right? And so we're going to be able to use the pitch, and we're going to be able to, and they play a triangle in the middle, right? So they have Kondogbia sitting, is it Kondogbia? I think it is. But they have either him or Herrera. They have him sitting in the middle, and then they have Saul and the twins. Saul and what's the other guy's name? I keep forgetting it. Come on, I'm gonna need y'all to help me in the comments. What was the midfielder's name? Koke. That's it. But they have them two sitting in the middle row. So we're not gonna be beaten for pace. So if they do press us, I feel like having Jorginho and Kovacic as our twin sixes are going to be. I don't think we're going to be able to be overrun. So I feel like we're going to be able to get. We're going to get chances, and we're not going to be as overrun as people thought we were going to be coming into the game a couple weeks ago. So now, I mean, the only thing that we're really looking forward, or the only thing that we're missing right now, is just that killer edge, that finishing touch. And I feel like if we're able to see off this Southampton game, I feel like we're going into Atletico literally chilling.
All right,
I mean, there's nothing else to say, man. Everyone's already said it. Stick to NHL. Come on. Seriously?
Yeah, I can't lie. Comment section is moving poor right now.
Oh, that's so hard on NHL. You could have said NFL,
come on.
NBA. Come on, bro. Thank you. Stick to the NFL. Thank you. All right.
Well, Dag, thanks for jumping on, bro. We'll chat to you for the next game, as always, man. You take care, bro. Love. Right, 2 more guests and then we are out of it. Albert, what are you telling me, my guy?
Oh, hi, Lewis. Yeah, man. I was just happy about the game. First half, especially, man. Like, obviously, I think everyone said it, and I'm gonna say it now. Timo Werner. So happy to see him on the score sheet finally. But like, from the last few games, like he's definitely deserves it. Obviously, last week with the 2 assists, well, 1 assist and a penalty. But you can kind of count it as an assist. I don't know. It's up to you. But yeah, like, and even today, like he's been like literally like with the defenders, looked at them and he just ran right past them, and that's the thing that he does so well. Um, yeah, it's great to see him like, especially linking up, like even when he was linking up with Tammy before he got injured, and especially with Giroud, it kind of feels like that's like the most comfortable he's been, and like obviously you can see how happy he was after he scored, and like even after like the few chances that he could have done a bit better, but he kept trying and like he got his goal at the end, and like that's really good. But like I was saying before about like playing off a striker, like I feel like that's something he does really well, like especially in his left attacking mid or left forward role. So like he literally is able to like go on to the left side and just like not always cut in, but he can just like cut like in the side and then just like pass the ball to the middle or like cross it, and he's done pretty well at that, especially since he has like Alonso there if he needs him like to overlap, or in this case Alonso basically blocking the defender while he crosses it in, so Giroud would get that goal, which was really good. Obviously defense, like we just look comfortable. James Christensen, honestly, it feels like he's ever since.
DD prop, let's go. Come on.
Yeah, man. He's really good, man. Honestly, like I think I told you this weeks ago, but like I was one of those people thinking, oh, I don't know, man. Like I wasn't like the biggest fan. Like I wasn't that confident, and obviously I did agree that I did underestimate him. But yeah, he's been playing really well, especially like taking over Thiago Silva. Like just imagine like you're a player and you're like, oh, there's this guy that's been playing for like, years and he's injured and you have to take over his position, or like you have to like be basically the same thing to him, and he's done a great job. Yeah, honestly, like I can't really complain about much. Like obviously there were a few maybe being a bit more clinical. Like obviously in the second half I think that was a bit more apparent. Maybe with Mount, like I think he scuffed the shot on his left. I'm not quite sure, but and maybe like Hudson as well, maybe take a few shots. Like he could literally look at Reece James, like he came on for like I think it was like 15 minutes, and then like the first attack he literally takes a shot and he almost goes in. I think like he was saved or hit the post or something. But yeah, I do like when he does that. Like he's done that in the previous game as well. But like honestly, it's great to see like they have like healthy competition between them two. So even if like one doesn't play or against Southampton, like the other one will probably be just as good. And even Hudson-Odoi was like doing well in defense. I was like, oh my god, this guy's like actually pulling in challenges. I'm like, he's doing really well at that, even when he comes back. And obviously going forward, like he's been great as well. Jovicic, that man, they're doing really well. They just make things so like calm in the middle of the park. Like Kovacic, obviously it's been mentioned, like doing the passes. Like, especially the long balls have been really good, and Jorginho, obviously, he's doing well on both sides in defense. Like he's basically playing as his regista. Like sometimes you can kind of see like he's back with the defense, and then he like basically pushes the ball up and gets it to Kovacic, who, like I said before, has been like one of the most consistent performers. Like takes the ball and just runs. And yeah, like obviously, freaking pissed off that wasn't given a penalty. Freaking Abraham, like I know, yes, he did hit the ball eventually, but I feel like he went through Abraham to get it. So I feel like it still should have been a penalty, and I think like the commentators were agreeing with that. And again, I think like this one is a bit more controversial, but like I think I think at the second half when Werner got like a long through ball, and I think when he was about to control it, Lascelles basically just shoved him in the back and pushed him over. Like I don't know, what do you think? Do you think? I think that was like I think that could be considered a penalty because I don't.
It was
He
definitely.
literally, yeah, exactly. So he wasn't going for the ball, like he's just pushing him over. Like what are you doing? Like, if you're not going for the ball, you're clearly trying to push over the man, and he falls over. It doesn't matter. Like, if it's a soft penalty, it should still be a penalty. And honestly, I've seen penalty being given for far less. Honestly, it could have been like 5, maybe Jorginho with two goals today, or maybe Werner. You don't know. But I think he probably would have put Kovac, no, not Kovacic, Jorginho. Sorry. But yeah, man. Honestly, like other than that, like Kepa, he did good when he was caught on. Like, I think he had like one pretty good save. I think it was like a header or something. But like whenever he was called upon, like distribution and other things, he did pretty good. Obviously, we heard that Mendy's gonna be first choice, but like I said before with the competition, it's good to see that like he's there like when we need him. So I think he's starting to maybe build a bit more confidence. Yeah, because that was like a problem with him beforehand. I think we could see that like in the games before we got Mendy, like he wasn't all too confident and everyone was basically slating him. But yeah, like hopefully he could get more confident, and yeah, a lot of players have, like obviously Werner definitely getting more confidence from that goal, and like he's been definitely more like he's been running a lot more, like he's been like making chances for other players a lot more. Giroud, obviously link up play, like he's always been good at that, but it's just good to see it again, like, especially since he doesn't play that often. I hope Tammy gets better because even him, like people don't talk much about him, but he still has a good record. I think like 16 games, he has like 12 goals and like a few assists, and that's still pretty good. It's like 80 minutes per goal and assist, so like that's a really good record, and he's literally proving to basically he's been getting better. I feel like he's been getting better constantly, and yeah, I just hope he gets better as well. Yeah, I think
Any final thoughts, bro?
yeah, so just on the future games, obviously a lot of people said like we have to take it one game at a time. I think Southampton, hopefully Werner will like go back to his the way he was against Southampton. Like maybe he could like tear them to shreds like he did. Like I still remember that first goal he scored against Southampton. I was going crazy when he scored that. And then even the second goal, like the control he had, maybe Jorginho can give him like another long through ball, and then he can score. So I'm predicting he will score again. Like I'm saying that now. I might be wrong, but I reckon he will score. In terms of the lineup, it's gonna be a bit like difficult for Tuchel because obviously Tammy's injured now. And then he's gonna have to rotate, I reckon, because of the Atletico game. So I reckon whoever doesn't start in the in the Southampton game will probably play in the Atletico one. So it's hard to like predict the lineup because I don't know how exactly Tuchel's gonna line up against Atletico, but just whatever it has to be, like and just hope like that we can see more players playing. Maybe hopefully we can get Ziyech back to his best. I really hope that he like rediscovers the form he had, especially at Ajax and maybe the earlier stages, like just pinging those through balls with his left foot. Like that's all you want to see. Like when you see it, it's just amazing. And then obviously Havertz hopefully comes back well from the injury. Thiago Silva, I'm not sure when he's coming back. Hopefully soon. So hopefully he'll be able to play in one of the legs because like I love Christensen. I do hope to see that leadership role from
He'll
Thiago
definitely be
Silva.
back, won't he?
Yeah, like obviously Christensen, he's been such a good player, but I feel like maybe against like Atletico, like because Thiago Silva has like all that experience with him, and he would be able to basically marshal the defense. Yeah. I don't think I mentioned Alonso. Like he did play pretty well.
Yeah,
Like,
talk to me about Alonso today.
Alonso, like it's feeling like 2016-17 Alonso. Like I feel like he's a lot better at wing back. Like obviously he's loving to like be attacking, especially. He loves to like make those runs. He likes to be there in space. And I think you've seen sometimes he even comes into like a striker role, like his goal against Burnley. Like he literally came in and Pulisic was the one assisting to him. But yeah, he's been really good at wing back. Yeah, he is a bit slow. Like obviously that's probably why like he probably can't be in a back four, and then that's why like I'm hoping maybe eventually like we might be able to switch so we can give Ben Chilwell more time on the pitch. But yeah, like he's honestly I don't really think he has put a foot wrong. That like not like significantly, but he's done pretty well. And obviously, I was saying Hudson Odoi has been well on the right side, and Rudiger, Aspie, yeah, they've been like really good. I don't really I think Aspie is like when every time he plays, like he always has that passion for us. Like that's why he's our captain. Like he always like seeks to like play like the best he can, and obviously because he's played that role before as a right centre back, he knows what he's doing. So I'm happy for that, and I'm happy for the result. I'm happy to be in top four. Like all we need to do now, just keep pushing, like keep winning. Like don't worry about that teams around you. Just keep winning, and
doing our
then
job.
yeah, exactly. And then like that's it. Like you just keep going and just do whatever you can and keep your heads up, like regardless of like that's what I want to see. Like if we do concede it, I do want to see them like keeping their heads up and like just pushing to get that equalizer and then pushing to get that goal. That would be like that would still be like a great thing just to show like even when the chips are down, like they can still like pull out a great result. And like Chelsea have definitely done that like in the past. So I'm just hoping like they can just keep winning, hopefully keep getting clean sheets, and yeah, just it'll be make my job watching it even more enjoyable.
Damn right, bro. Well, thanks for jumping on, Albert. Been a great chat, man. I'll chat to
Yeah,
you for
man.
the next game as well.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Take care, bro. Bless. Right, just in time for our final guest. Nippon, what are you telling me, bro? What are you saying?
It's Timo time. It's Timo time.
Yes, bro. Come on. Sorry, this guy's been taking ages, but we're here. What are you saying?
This will put confidence in him.
Oh, yeah. Goal and assist, and it's the second man in the match in 2 games as well.
Yep. Hey, still contributed more to our games than the Bombazette has.
Did you say Bombazette? Oh, my gosh.
I got that from you, Lewis.
I didn't say Bombazette, did I?
You did once, I remember.
I don't know. We've done so many of these phone-ins this season. This is probably our 35th or something like that. Something crazy.
More goal contributions than Lacazette.
And more than Mane as well. And they're all saying he has a terrible season. More than Martial, more than Jesus. But no one speaks about them the same way they speak about Timo.
United and Arsenal fans now saying Timo Murata.
Oh, I hated that name. I really hated that name. Because Morata wasn't even like that.
You know, so many people were removing Timo Werner from their fantasy league team. I was like, I'm not doing it because I know the moment I remove him, he's going to score. So I kept him.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the rest of the game, though?
Giroud did a good ball in, like another Timo assist.
Yeah, what about the centre backs as well?
Sorry?
The centre backs as well, the back three.
Yep, that pass from Christensen to Werner that nobody saw.
Which one?
The pass from.
Oh yeah, the one from Alonso. Yeah, Alonso really could have had a few assists in that game as well. He had the most shots in that match too.
He almost had a goal as well, but that was like, I don't know if it was cleared by a Newcastle defender or saved by Darlow.
Mm.
But yeah, just happy Timo has got his Premier League goal.
What about Jorginho and Kovacic's performances today?
Kovacic were solid again in midfield. And I'll be honest with you, when I saw Kepa on the team sheet, I was fuming. I was literally fuming when I saw him. I'm like, okay, maybe for the odd cup game, but like in a crucial crunch game against Newcastle United, which will see us go top 4. Well, we are top 4 now. So yeah, it was a huge gamble. But I'm just happy that Thomas Tuchel has said that Mendy will start our next games.
Bigger match as well, so I'd rather see that.
Yeah. Listen,
what's your thoughts on next week and a half?
You know, I'm just waiting for us to get our revenge on them lot in North London.
Yeah, I can't wait. Arsenal's coming soon.
Arsenal's coming soon. I mean, that's the fixture I look forward to every season when the fixture list comes out. When are we playing Arseholes away?
Yeah, last time we went there, Tammy Abraham causing limbs in the away end. Love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm just a bit. Well, wait, who are we playing first? Southampton or Atletico?
Southampton, then Atletico, then Man United.
Sorry, what was that?
Southampton, then Atletico Madrid, then Man United.
Come on, we have to beat them, Manx.
Oh, we will. They're in terrible form right now too.
Did you see that? Did you see the utter meltdown they had against Everton?
Meltdown they've had the last few weeks.
Stop laughing.
Any other thoughts?
Sorry, what was that?
Any other thoughts?
Yeah, we have to play Timo against Southampton.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely start against Southampton.
Because he can deal with that high line press, whereas Giroud can't. Oh yeah, and Giroud must start against Atletico.
He probably will do with Tammy Abraham's injury as well.
Yeah, I just hope his injury isn't that serious.
Nah, I doubt. I hope it ain't too serious. Can't speculate too much, but I can hope it ain't too serious.
Yeah, after the phone in with you, I'll be recording my Champions League predictions.
Yeah, geez, guys, everyone check out Nippon's channel as well. Where was the thing?
I do all football. My football channel isn't solely Chelsea related. I do all football content.
Yeah, so he's got a wider range. So, guys, check it out.
So yeah, I'll be, like I do, like Chelsea previews for all the Premier League games. Now, since we're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and yeah, thanks, big up. Yeah, and since we're in the quarterfinals, I will actually be making one huge preview video for all the teams in the quarterfinals. So yeah, but the lineup I want to see against Southampton is I want to see a 5 at the back. So yeah, Mendy in goal, Reece James and Alonso as the wing backs. The Silva, if he's fit, or is he out for the season now?
Silva should be back for Southampton, hopefully.
Yeah, Silva and Christensen as the back three. Jovicic.
Yeah, big up Jovicic.
But if Havertz is fit, then he plays as the cam. And then no, actually Mount at cam, and then Timo Werner and Kai Havertz as a strike partnership. I want to see how Kai Havertz does as a striker.
Kai Havertz as a striker or a centre forward. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, he played as a false nine when he was at Bayer Leverkusen for quite some time. So I wouldn't mind seeing it over here at Chelsea.
Same here. Any final thoughts, bro?
So yeah, we have to go and beat Southampton. And I hope Timo scores again. He just loves scoring against Southampton. Wasn't that the last time he scored before today?
No, not the Southampton game. No, it was Sheffield United or Leeds. Leeds, I think.
No. He didn't score against Leeds.
Then it would have been Sheffield United.
Yeah, I know Hakan Ziyech scored in that game as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to see Ziyech start if he's fit.
Ziyech as well, yeah, because he needs an opportunity to prove himself.
Of course. And I think those rumours about him leaving are all just BS, in my opinion.
Damn right, though, it is all BS. But yeah, Nippon, thanks for jumping on, bro. Much appreciated. I'll chat to you for the next game, man. You take care.
See you after Southampton.
Bless, bro. Everyone check out his channel. The link's in the comment section below. Peace, love. So move on to our final guest. Yes, bro, what are you saying?
Hello.
Are you good?
How are you? I'm okay. Sorry, this is my first time in the channel.
Yeah, welcome on, bro.
I just want to mention some things about the game. We have like some positive points and some negative points. The first positive point that we won, that we could dominated the game, that we could always force the opponent to our style, which is good. I know Newcastle and most of the games we had under Tuchel, it is not the teams were not strong enough to make a judgment about our team, but we are getting the point, which is good, and that we was not able to do it under Frank Lampard. So this is something good. But I honestly I had like some negative points about the game. First of all was Kepa. I know he didn't do any mistakes, but there was no reason to put Mendy on the bench as long as he's not doing any mistakes, and you are not going to do any rotation in the goalkeeper position. So why are you putting Kepa in this crucial time?
I think it's the club trying to raise the valuation fee for the player. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be preparing for the most important, like 1 or 2 months of the season. I don't think this is the right time to make a test for Kepa. I don't know. And as long as Mendy is not doing mistake, Mendy, like in this last 5 games, he didn't receive any goals apart from the one from Rodiger. So why are you putting him on the bench? I can't find any reason.
Neither can I, but it didn't really impact us too much. We're still able to get a good win out of it.
Yeah, but you have to make a decision about who will be your first goalkeeper, especially on the difficult games of the league against Manchester United or Everton or Manchester City, and of course against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. So I don't know if he's going to make Kepa as his first choice, but this may be a big risk for us.
Definitely, but he ain't going to be first choice. He's already said Mendy will play the next match.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're all good.
Okay, so the second point is about our left back or our left midfield. I don't know if he's going to keep Alonso for the next matches, but I don't know. I feel that Chilwell is far more better than Alonso, especially physically. Maybe Alonso sometimes gave you options in the attacks as long as he's going inside the box and making threats to the opponents. But I feel that Chilwell, especially defensively, he's much better than Alonso. So I don't know why he's insisting on Alonso, and the English media is not going to leave him keeping Chilwell on the bench. I don't know. It looks like his first choice in that position will be Alonso. So
only for these sorts of games, because it's been similar oppositions. I think once we play tougher teams, we might end up going with Chilwell more. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, but there should be some consistency. Like, is Chilwell going to play his first game against the tough oppositions? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it depends on form, because his form don't justify it right now.
Apart from that, everything goes okay. Like Kovacic, Jorginho, Mount, Werner, all of them were doing so good. Even Christiansen, I'm always scared of Christiansen, but he was okay.
Man, you gotta put your trust and your faith in the Danish Maldini. Trust me, man.
but hopefully we need the Thiago Silva in the next match.
Definitely. Silva's next level.
Yeah. Apart from that, everything goes okay. Like we could always push the game towards how we wanted it to be, even after the 2 goals. Like he wanted to make more defensive style, and he gave Kanté and Reece James a chance to play. That was good as well. So it was a good game. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, any final thoughts, bro?
No, it's okay. I said it all. Nothing more.
Oh, you're good. All right. Well, thanks for jumping on, bro. If you want to come on for the next game as well, be massively appreciated as well. But you take care, man. Bless.
Thank you.
Right. Well, this is the end of another phone. And guys, I've enjoyed the comment section. Comment section has kept me going. You lot have been hilarious tonight, and it's another W as well. 5 wins on the bounce under Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel's tricky treble stealing Blue Army is still in full force. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so. If you guys are also in the giving mood as well, click on the button that sends you straight to my channel and click the subscribe button there. We are on the road to 30k. Big up all you, man, and big up the guys in the comment section, because you lot have been hilarious. I'll see you lot tomorrow for another live stream, 2 p.m. on my personal channel. We'll be back again. Take care, like and subscribe. I'm going to get some food and just lie down in the dark room for a bit. But we got the dub. Up the